sidewalk.
Oh, damn!
Oh, God.
Oh, damn! Did you get that?
Okay, we're stopping.
We are just a few minutes away from opening up the door to a brand new Highway 5. His name is Adam.
Okay, stop. Call 911, correct.
Have you ever witnessed a moment where karma strikes instantly, right in the middle of a heated road rage incident? Some of these moments are so unbelievable that they make you stop and wonder how things can go so wrong, so quickly. In today's video, we'll look at jaw-dropping road rage confrontations where instant karma hits hard, all caught on camera. From drivers who think they own the road to wild encounters that take an unexpected twist, these moments will have you glued to your seat until the very end. Keep watching, you won't believe what happens next. In Utah, a two-trailer semi-truck lost control, barreling down a sidewalk at a terrifying speed. Multiple storefront cameras caught the horrifying moment as the massive truck veered dangerously close to the public. After narrowly missing pedestrians, the semi got back onto the road, but things only got worse. Blasting its horn, it sped through an intersection, plowing through traffic, and eventually crashed into a car dealership, bursting into flames. Police nearby rushed to the scene, helping those injured in the chaos. In total, 33 vehicles were damaged and 11 people were hurt, with one person critically injured. Miraculously, no one lost their life in this devastating incident. In Florida, a father and his teenage son were driving when they saw something unbelievable: a semi-truck stuck on train tracks. As the train horn blared, tension filled the air. The father began recording, not sure what was about to happen. Moments later, the train slammed into the truck with a loud crash. Luckily, the truck driver had already escaped just in time. But the real surprise? The truck was carrying watermelons, and after the collision, they were scattered everywhere. The father and son couldn't believe their eyes, joking about the watermelons while still in shock from the crash. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but those watermelons didn't stand a chance. A driver on the I-80 pulled over to avoid the severe winter weather. As they watched, chaos unfolded in the opposite lane. Several semi-trucks began crashing into each other, and the pileup kept growing. Screams filled the air as more trucks slid into the wreckage, unable to stop. Some drivers abandoned their cars to escape the scene, while others were trapped. Two trucks smashed into the pileup at the same time, making the situation even worse. In total, about 100 vehicles were involved, with many people injured and, sadly, 3 losing their lives. This terrifying event shows how dangerous it is to drive in such harsh weather conditions. In a tense moment on the road, a white car attempts to move into the left lane, while a gray car tries to shift right. The white car hesitates, signaling but not having enough room to change lanes safely. Meanwhile, the gray car makes a move without signaling, unaware that the lane isn't clear. The white car quickly swerves back to avoid a crash, but ends up flipping the gray sedan off the road and into a telephone pole. Thankfully, the driver escapes the wreck, and though it's a struggle, he manages to pull his passenger from the car. Neither are seriously injured, but it's a harsh reminder: always signal and be sure before changing lanes. In Austin, Texas, a dash cam captures a terrifying scene. A motorist is waved on by a dump truck driver who seems to be having some trouble. Moments later, disaster strikes. The dump truck suddenly loses control, slamming into a gray sedan at a busy intersection, pushing it through traffic, hitting other vehicles, and finally crashing through a concrete barrier. The truck plunges over 15 feet into a ravine, landing on its side. Luckily, good Samaritans pull the truck driver out before it catches fire. Although the crash caused serious injuries, including a concussion and a spinal injury, no one's life was in danger. Investigators later confirmed that brake failure was the cause. Everyone involved was fortunate, considering how bad it could have been.
Yeah, you got a severely impaired driver, Interstate 195 eastbound.
John Barrett was driving home on I-95 near Jackson, New Jersey, when he noticed a blue car swerving dangerously. Sensing trouble, John turned on his hazard lights to warn other drivers and started following the impaired driver. The blue car sped up to 100 miles per hour, smashing into a road sign and nearly crashing into oncoming traffic. Miraculously, the car stopped just before entering the other lane. But the driver wasn't done. After another terrifying 2 miles, the blue car ran a white SUV off the road. Luckily, the SUV driver was unharmed. John kept following until state troopers finally pulled the blue car over. Inside, they found heroin and arrested the driver. Thanks to John's quick thinking and determination, no one was hurt, and the dangerous driver was caught. In this wild moment from Santa Clarita, a simple trip to the In-N-Out drive-thru turns into a chaotic road rage incident. 2 cars were caught throwing things at each other, turning the drive-thru into a battleground. Items like bleach, juice, and water bottles flew back and forth between the cars, all while a flurry of nasty words was exchanged. This bizarre scene unfolded just after 12:30 p.m. near Six Flags Magic Mountain. What started as a normal day quickly turned into a heated confrontation, leaving everyone around stunned at how fast tempers flared. In a shocking road rage incident in North Dallas, a driver, enraged after a collision, stepped out of his car wielding a machete. Caught on a cell phone camera, the driver began smashing the other person's car with the large blade. Onlookers were horrified as the situation escalated quickly, showing just how dangerous road rage can become. Fortunately, no one was injured, but it serves as a reminder of the unpredictable and violent consequences of losing control on the road. Police are still searching for the machete-wielding driver, emphasizing the importance of staying calm during stressful driving situations. This road rage moment in Sacramento shows how quickly things can go wrong. It all starts with a driver brake checking another car, causing the vehicle behind to swerve in an attempt to avoid a crash. Despite their efforts, the driver still clips the side of the car, sending both vehicles spinning out of control. The situation quickly escalates as the swerving car crashes back into the first vehicle. It's a scary reminder of how dangerous road rage can be. No updates have been given on either driver's condition, but this moment shows how one bad decision can lead to chaos on the road.
Okay, we're stopping.
We are just a few minutes away from opening up the road to a brand new Highway 5. His name is Adam.
Okay, stop.
Former
Call 911.
In a tense situation, a driver records the moment they come to a sudden stop, urging passengers to call 911. The atmosphere is filled with panic as something alarming happens just ahead. The driver repeatedly says, "Okay, stop," signaling the seriousness of the unfolding situation. Though the exact cause of the panic isn't clear, the call for emergency help emphasizes the urgency. These moments are a reminder that unexpected incidents on the road can happen at any time, and staying calm is crucial in such emergencies.
In a normally quiet Albuquerque neighborhood, things get heated when a man steps outside to film what he thought was street racing nearby. He catches a confrontation between his neighbor, a truck driver, and a father-son duo across the street. The truck driver and the younger man were allegedly involved in a road rage incident just blocks away, and now tempers are flaring. After some back-and-forth arguing, the situation escalates when the truck driver steps out of his vehicle and knocks the younger man out with a right hook. The drama doesn't end there. The young man gets back up, still angry, but the truck driver leaves before things go further. When the police arrive, the young man admits he'd been drinking and is arrested for aggravated DUI, while the truck driver faces no charges. In this intense road rage incident, things take a disturbing turn when a driver allegedly does something inappropriate to a girl on the road. Another driver, furious at what happened, decides to take matters into his own hands. What starts as anger quickly escalates into full-blown road rage, with the offended driver unleashing his fury on the other car. Punches aren't thrown, but the car ends up taking serious damage, with countless dents all over it. The question is, was it all worth it? While the driver may have felt justified in his actions, his choice to respond with rage only led to more chaos and destruction. It's a reminder that letting anger take over can often cause more harm than good. In this heated road rage encounter, a man in a white car takes things way too far after witnessing an unacceptable scene on the road. His reaction is excessive, and instead of handling the situation calmly, he lets his emotions get the best of him. This only makes matters worse, far worse than anyone expected. As the situation spirals out of control, it begs the question, is this the karma he deserved? By choosing aggression over reason, he ends up in a mess that could have easily been avoided. This moment serves as a harsh reminder that losing control can lead to consequences far worse than the initial problem. In a tense situation caught on camera by the Arkansas State Police, a woman driving a red pickup truck makes a desperate decision while being chased by the police. As she notices the patrol car closing in, she panics and tries to escape. During the chase, she throws her handgun out of the window, hoping to ditch any evidence. Eventually, realizing there's no way out, she comes to a stop. The woman, now calmer, follows the instructions given by the young officer and surrenders.
Hey, just come out. Just come out. Come on out with your hands up. Come on out with your hands up. Hands up. Come on, walk back to me. Keep your hands right there, okay? We're gonna get figured out. Okay, I understand. Just keep your hands where they're at, all right? We're gonna get it figured out. No one else in the truck, right?
While the situation could have turned much worse, the quick response by the officer helped bring it to a peaceful end. This moment highlights how panic and poor decisions often lead to more trouble than it's worth. This video is one of the most vivid examples of road rage meeting instant karma. During a heated encounter on the road, a driver lets his anger get the best of him, resulting in a shocking and unexpected twist. To everyone's surprise, the car suddenly flips over, leaving onlookers in disbelief. Thankfully, everyone involved was okay, but the dramatic outcome served as a clear reminder of how dangerous road rage can be. It's a moment that no one saw coming and one that the driver won't soon forget. After this, it's likely that he'll think twice before letting his temper take control again. This incident perfectly captures how quickly road rage can spiral out of control and backfire. According to news reports, a frightening road rage incident occurred after a minor accident where two individuals began aggressively attacking a car. Alicia Jefferson, recording the scene from her own vehicle, saw the attackers, a man and a woman, pass a gun between them as they attempted to break the car's window. The situation escalated as the man used the gun to pound on the glass. Despite the danger, Alicia stayed calm, and when the attackers briefly moved away, she approached the other car. Inside, a young woman was crying uncontrollably, clearly shaken. Alicia's quick thinking may have saved the woman from further harm.
Hey, y'all gonna go to jail now!
Authorities later identified and arrested both attackers, charging them with multiple crimes. Alicia credits her intervention and the unscathed windows, which she called heaven sent, for preventing a potentially worse outcome. In Austin, Texas, a driver with a dash cam captured a terrifying road rage incident involving a black sedan that swerved dangerously into his lane, not once but twice. Trying to escape the erratic driver, the dash cam driver sped onto a toll road, reaching nearly 100 mph in hopes of losing the black car. However, the situation escalated when the driver of the black sedan caught up and shockingly brandished an axe. Things took an even more dangerous turn when the axe-wielding driver pulled ahead and slammed into the back of another vehicle, sending it off the highway and flipping into a ditch. Despite the severity of the crash, the victim fortunately walked away with only minor injuries. The driver of the black car fled the scene but was later found by police, who discovered the abandoned car in a nearby auto shop parking lot. The axe-wielding driver was arrested and charged with failure to stop and render aid. In Northridge, California, a tense road rage incident unfolds when a truck is rear-ended by a young driver. The truck driver steps out, hoping to exchange insurance information, but the young driver refuses and tries to leave the scene. Realizing his front license plate has fallen off and is now in the truck driver's possession, the situation escalates quickly. The two men confront each other, getting in each other's faces, with the young driver taunting the older man.
Gotten in that lane, you should have looked at the signs that say, hey, look, the road's closing, you need to stay in this lane. You got out of your lane.
Okay, but you also have to give room, my friend.
The truck driver, suspecting the young man might flee, blocks his vehicle, but the young driver speeds off anyway. Fortunately, the truck's dash cam captures everything, allowing the driver to report the incident to the police, though no charges have been filed so far. Here's a reminder that even when your car is parked safely at home, you're not completely safe from a road rage attack, especially if you live near the woods. In this case, the rager wasn't a person, but a moose. This wild encounter took place in Alaska, where a massive moose decided to make its presence known near a parked car.
I'm up for you, I'm a minor. I'll take my license plate though. You're gonna push me into traffic? Away from me, man.
Things could have gone badly, but luckily, a brave little dog stepped in and chased the moose away before any serious damage was done. Without this quick-thinking furry hero, that car could have been seriously damaged, or worse, the moose might have caused an accident. Even in the wilderness, road rage can take an unexpected form. In the end, whether it's a wild animal or an angry driver, road rage can strike in the most unexpected ways. These incidents remind us how quickly things can spiral out of control when tempers flare on the road, but more importantly, they highlight the importance of staying calm, being aware, and letting cooler heads prevail. Don't let anger steer you into a situation that could end badly. Stay safe out there, and always remember road karma is real. In Sacramento, one driver thought they could teach someone a lesson with a reckless move, but it backfired in a big way. Caught on camera, the driver in front slammed on their brakes in a classic case of brake checking, hoping to force the car behind to slow down. However, the driver in the following vehicle tried to swerve out of the way to avoid a crash but still ended up clipping the side of the first car. This set off a chain reaction, causing the brake-checking car to spin out of control and crash right back into the car they were targeting. The result? A wrecked mess, with both cars worse off than they started. No updates were given on the condition of either driver, but one thing's for sure, karma doesn't miss. In Yuba City, California, a peaceful family drive took a terrifying turn, and it was all captured on dashcam. Lily Peterson, her husband Michael, and their two kids were in the car, having a normal conversation, when out of nowhere, something unbelievable happened. A car flew through the air, barely missing the power lines, and landed bumper first right in front of them. While Lily stayed on the phone with 911, Michael gathered his courage to check out the situation. What he found was both shocking and a relief: a 26-year-old woman behind the wheel, conscious and, incredibly, with only minor injuries.
I'm gonna
911, 911.
The driver had lost control of her car after speeding up an overpass following a hit and run on the nearby highway. It's a miracle everyone walked away from this near tragedy with just a story to tell. In Utah, a scene straight out of an action movie unfolded as multiple storefront surveillance cameras captured a terrifying sight. A two-trailer semi-truck, completely out of control, was speeding down the sidewalk, narrowly missing pedestrians. The footage continues as the truck veers back onto the road, blaring its horn, and heads straight for a busy intersection. The chaos doesn't stop there. The truck barrels through a line of traffic and crashes into a car dealership, erupting into flames. In the blink of an eye, 33 vehicles are damaged and 11 people are injured. Fortunately, the truck driver made it to safety, but the scene at the dealership was pure destruction. Fire crews battled the blaze for nearly 30 minutes, and one person had to be airlifted to the hospital in critical condition. Miraculously, no one lost their life. Early investigations pointed to brake failure as the likely cause, though the damage to the truck was too extensive for a definitive answer. On a quiet evening in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a peaceful neighborhood was suddenly torn apart by chaos. As house sparrows chirped and the setting sun glowed, 2 cars came speeding down the street, with passengers firing guns from their windows. The gunshots echoed as the vehicles collided head-on in a crash that could have been fatal from the impact alone. Incredibly, some passengers were still conscious, jumping out of one car and fleeing on foot, while others hid behind the wrecked vehicles. Neighbors wanting to help were too scared to approach, fearing more gunfire. Milwaukee PD kept details under wraps, but days later, 7 minors were arrested in connection with the shooting.
Call the cops right now!
Despite the violence, one resident, whose security camera caught the incident, stood firm, stating, "We cannot live like this, and we are not leaving this neighborhood." A sudden, shocking neighborhood war had erupted, but the community refused to be driven out. A security camera captured a chaotic scene as a sports car, reportedly driving erratically, rear-ended an SUV. Witnesses claimed the driver had run a red light just moments before the crash. In response, 2 truck drivers quickly tried to box in the reckless sports car. As the driver of the SUV approached the sports car, one of the truck drivers began recording with his phone, warning everyone to stay back. Despite their efforts to contain him, the sports car driver clearly had no plans to stay at the scene. However, his demolition-style driving came to a halt when his own car, after multiple collisions, finally gave out. "I don't think he can go anywhere."
He's been driving erratically since victory.
Lock him in, lock him in.
Hey, get back in your car, man. He's gonna hit you. Hey, come back, dude.
Someone call 911.
But he's trying, one witness said. The 22-year-old driver was soon arrested, facing several charges, including assault with a deadly weapon for ramming into other cars. Although the motive for his violent behavior remains unknown, thankfully, no one was seriously hurt or worse in this wild episode. In Austin, Texas, a quiet drive quickly turned into a disaster when a dump truck, which had waved to another motorist earlier, became the center of a terrifying crash. As the driver with the dashcam made their way down a curving hill to a busy intersection, disaster struck. The same dump truck plowed into a gray sedan, pushing it through the intersection, hitting several other cars, and then crashing through a concrete barrier before plunging over 15 feet into a ravine. Thankfully, bystanders acted quickly, pulling the truck driver from the wreckage just before it caught fire. Emergency responders soon arrived, treating multiple injuries, including a concussion for the gray sedan's driver and a spinal injury for a 19-year-old in another vehicle. Investigators later found that brake failure caused the multi-car crash. Despite the chaos and destruction, it was remarkable that no one suffered life-threatening injuries, making this near tragedy a true stroke of luck for all involved. John Barrett was driving home on Interstate I-95 near Jackson, New Jersey, when he noticed a blue car driving erratically. Acting quickly, he turned on his hazard lights to warn other drivers while following the dangerous vehicle. The driver swerved off the road, crashed into a sign, and even crossed into oncoming traffic before continuing the reckless journey. Despite a brief crash with a white SUV, the pursuit continued for another 15 miles.
Oh my God, he just went off the road. He's back on. We're coming upon exit 11. Oh, he just crashed into a sign right now. He's doing about 100 miles an hour. He's now got off the roadway again. He's gone sideways. He has now crashed into the other side, oncoming traffic. They have him in handcuffs. They put him in the back of the car.
Finally, state troopers pulled the driver over and arrested him, finding heroin and a syringe in the car. Thanks to John's persistence, no one was hurt, and the 29-year-old driver was charged with drug possession and driving under the influence. John insists he wasn't trying to be a hero, just doing what he could to protect others on the road. In Huntington Beach, California, a dash cam captures a dramatic road rage incident. A gray sedan is seen swerving after being cut off by an aggressive driver. According to the driver with the camera, the aggressive motorist was upset over an earlier encounter. When traffic came to a stop at a red light, the enraged driver got out of his vehicle and approached the gray sedan, violently punching its window. However, his actions didn't go unnoticed. 2 other motorists, angered by the violent behavior, quickly intervened and confronted the aggressive driver. This incident serves as a clear reminder that road rage can escalate quickly and lead to dangerous consequences, especially for those who choose to engage in such reckless behavior. In London, England, a motorcyclist had a close call when a driver exiting a gas station abruptly cut him off. But the real story. The driver's wallet flew off the roof of the car as it sped away. Despite the near miss, the motorcyclist chose to do the right thing and tried to return the wallet. However, when he attempted to get the driver's attention, the driver misunderstood and flipped him off. The motorcyclist then revealed the wallet, but it was too late for apologies. To top it off, the driver had also left his phone on the car roof, giving the motorcyclist a chance to teach a valuable lesson: never flip off a stranger, especially when they're holding your lost belongings. As you've seen, road rage can take unexpected and sometimes downright crazy turns, but in the end, karma always has a way of catching up.
He's been driving erratically since victory.
Lock him in. Lock him in.
Hey, get back in your car, man. He's gonna hit you. Hey, come back, dude.
Someone call 911.
From reckless drivers facing instant consequences to the ones who got a lesson in respect, these moments remind us all to stay calm and keep cool on the road. If you enjoyed watching these satisfying road rage karma moments, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more eye-opening stories like this. Stay safe out there, and remember, patience is key when you're behind the wheel.